let it not be said that we don't try and finish these games.
Sorry for our long absence. What precisely happened? You would get anxious before every battle.
Well, this game is stressful, and it's been actually a little over 2 months since the last episode.
2 months?
Yep.
Let this go way too long.
Yeah, happens. But yeah, so the game was stressful, and then you got busy, because you had started your own series, so you were busier. And then I'm always crazy busy. And then you started doing Inktober, which destroyed everything. You know, we kept kind of putting it back a little bit.
I only did a half marathon of Inktober. Got 15 pieces done for it, but yeah, stuff.
But here we are. So I will admit, I'm so rusty at this game, I've actually turned down the difficulty. I'm sorry about that for anybody that's expecting this, but like, you step away for a game for 2 months, and it's a lot easier to just turn it down on easy and finish it, as opposed to...
You forget, like, how things function,
I play too many games. Like, they get crossed in my head. If I was a normal person, this probably wouldn't be a problem, but because this is such a unique game, it's going to screw me. Anyway, let's commence the Liberation Rite.
Oh, right, we stopped right before Liberation Rite?
Yeah, we did. It was bad. Like, we were ready for it. We were going against the Chastity, but...
Once more, the time has come for the Liberation Rite, where one among you can go free if you prevail. Freedom is likewise at stake for your adversaries, the Chastity. As your companions gather under the fall, awaiting the commencement of this vital rite, the lone minstrel finds you and regards you in his calm fashion.
Night is falling. These moments prior to each commencement, I must admit they gave me pause, knowing so much is at stake during the trial that is to come. Tell me something, would you, reader, to ease the waiting for us both. I've traveled far and wide, and beyond, even beyond these lands. However, the Commonwealth I know only through word and song. I sometimes think of what life would be like out there. If you were not ensnared within this place and free to roam your country, what would you have done with your days and years, rather than striving here under the stars?
Did we answer this before?
You know what? I think we did.
Ah.
I think we were sitting right before the battle.
And then you decided to...
Yeah, because we had said retired in the outskirts.
We did. Would you choose differently?
I'll go with the same thing. Okay, so let's skip ahead. These poor people don't need to see this a second time. Because yeah, I should have double checked where we were.
Where you ended off on?
Yeah, because I forgot this game does checkpoints instead. But that's okay. Even now, this game stresses me out. Like, it's... Finishing this will be good for me, for a lot of reasons. One, obviously, so we get it done.
Well, it's sort of like how we had finished I Am Setsuna and you still haven't pushed the episode.
The stars that yet remain aflame align once more over the sacred fall of Solium. 'Twas here that the 8 scribes ordained the glorious tradition in which you now participate. The glorious tradition which you and that instigator Wolfred seek to undermine. 'Tis my sincerest hope your adversaries in this liberation rite achieve instead what they desire. May the Chastity soon douse those flames of yours. Let us get on with the proceedings then.
He's getting pretty vile, but that's because he knows his power will be forfeit.
Yeah.
If all this goes down. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared.
I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared.
Then, anointed one of the Chastity, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings.
I think we did this too. I don't remember though. Oh well.
This couldn't...
We'll finish this. If it's a repeat, we're sorry.
Manly flourishes onto the grounds and grasps his mask in his spindly fingers.
Warmest salutations to all. Upon this blessed eve, I am H. Manly Tinderstoff, and I must say that I am very moved to be a part of these proceedings. It shall be my humblest of privileges to return quite soon, I hope, unto the Commonwealth, where I shall dedicate myself in full toward the betterment of that society. I long to be a part of this glorious tradition, even when my freedom is rightfully restored. For is it not the case that exiles such as we are called upon to lead?
How you govern in your commonwealth is not our business here. Your intentions shall mean nothing if you do not prevail in this rite, manly Transistor.
Oh, but I mean no offense. Meant no offense at all. I shall serve well these rites, I promise. Why, I should think I shall be sending many exiles here into the downside to replace me. I can think of quite a few who I think would benefit from experiencing this wonderful tradition for themselves.
Wait, so do you think he's gonna be like that other friend of Wolfred's who's now the terrible judge?
Well, he wants to use the position he's going to gain to eliminate rivals and grudges and stuff.
And send them down here.
Yeah.
Then Manly covers his face again.
Now, as for you, Nightwings, make no attempt to undermine me here, and nothing shall befall you or your loved ones in the Commonwealth. Is that a deal?
He's making a threat.
So he is.
Nightwings, on whose behalf shall you conduct this liberation rite? Choose quickly.
May you heed your heart in making your choice, reader.
I trust you are prepared to play the hymns with me, Tariq?
Always, Celeste. Tizo. Probably.
You want Tizo?
I think so.
He's even
Well, our options are...
sparkling.
Well, yeah.
Oh, they sparkle when you highlight them.
Well, Faye and Bertrude are unworthy, so we could send up Hamatha, Tizo, or Volfred.
Tizo.
It's gotta be Tizo.
Yeah.
Because Pamitha doesn't even want to go up. And also, we're probably gonna need her, maybe? I think we'll have one more round after this.
Well, also, Volfred and Bertrude have unresolved issues with Orlek and stuff, so...
Yeah. So I don't want to send... Bertrude doesn't really have anything with Orlek. But Pamitha might have to face off against her sister or not. And then Faye we're keeping down here anyway. So, Tizo.
Tizo.
Tizo seems stunned by your decision, though is grateful for you grateful to you for it, all the same.
Who shall stand with him?
Okay. So, I've been sending Volfred a lot. Well,
Will this actually put him to the max by sending him out this time?
No. That just means he gets bonus EXP. Remember, he joined so late he gets bonus EXP for his whole bar? Let's send Volfred.
Okay. So it'll be sap versus sap.
Yeah.
Volfred.
Prepare yourself, Tizo, for on this night the Nightwing shall prevail in your name, and set you free. And I really like Bertrude.
Okay.
Because she is a good defender.
Bertrude.
Then we shall do what is within our power for that one.
The choice is cast.
Now it begins. Do me this favor, if you please, and stand aside like a good sport there, I promise to reward you handsomely once I am free.
We faced this guy so many times, it seems like
Yeah, I
same
I specifically, picked on him this entire time. Huh.
Can you, flippy flap?
Honest question? Maybe turning it on easy was too easy. The problem is...
You were afraid that you were gonna get...
Well, no, I know I'm absolutely going to run into problems if I...
Whoa. Oh no!
I got it. I'm fine. I was just trying to shoot him. He was jumpier than I thought he would be.
I would almost think that it would be nice for you to make sure that, that Volfred at least puts out a sap before, just to guard the...
No, I should do that. Well, remember the old strategy of that...
Oh, whoa, that was close.
Okay, that didn't work.
Because he annihilated himself on that. Oh, that she's gonna take out Wolfred. Dropped! No. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't nab them.
I did.
You took them all out.
Yeah.
Wow.
There we go. They're a little bit stupider, but they're not actually as... I don't know. We'll see. Oh ho! What's this now? It seems to me the scribes so enjoy our company, the entertainment we provide, that they have deigned to reignite our pyres. Observe.
Something stirs in the sky. If the heavens are to reign and reignite your pyres, then the rite shall continue ere one pyre or the other is put out.
So that
What?
gives him a bonus. Remember, he's a cheater.
Oh, thank goodness.
Let's see. The problem is...
Oh no, Bertrude!
Well... Huh. I was trying to switch to Tizo.
Tizo's over there.
Now here's the question. Can I...
Take him out while he's casting? Yeah.
Yeah, so I can. Alright, there's Tizo. I got this. I'm remembering how to play. Tizo. He's kind of... I'm gonna miss him.
Yep.
I am
But didn't you say he's gonna be the mascot?
Yeah, oh,
of
he
their-
absolutely becomes
Whoa,
the
he
mascot.
uses shield.
I'm just going to keep shooting. I think
Now
that's
it's
enough.
interesting because Tizo is native to this
Damn it.
realm. He isn't even.
Yeah.
There's no reason to free him necessarily. You're essentially just giving him passage to a place he's never been.
Are they planning on doing?
To lure you in
Ow.
and take you all out?
Happens. Yeah. Alright, yeah, turning this down was good. I ran out of sprint energy earlier, which is what had gotten me.
Something tells me you're gonna have to take him out faster so he can't say it again, or was it just a one-time thing?
That was a one-time thing. That was it.
The Nightwings proved their worth. Their adversaries they defeated utterly.
Utterly.
Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Why, this is an utter outrage! Have you any idea what you've done, you ingrates? Tizo is stunned by what transpired, and by what he thinks is about to happen.
He looks around as the reality of what transpired sinks in.
He realizes now that this is goodbye, at least for the time. He struggles to express the gratitude he feels at having served the Nightwing these many years. He also does not know what to expect from the Commonwealth, and whether he will be accepted. And nevertheless, he vows that he will keep doing his part to benefit Volfred's plan.
With that, he splashes into the shimmer pool and is gone from view. You hear him chirping one last time.
Tizo wishes for the best for each of you and asks that you remember him.
Aww.
Tizo earned his freedom. May he
Thank you,
return in
sir.
glory.
Tizo. Perhaps the scribes are watching even now. Watching as their glorious tradition draws to a close.
He might level up within 1 or 2. He's probably the only one that's gonna get up to max level by the time we're done with this, but that's okay.
Now take your execrable companions someplace else.
Yeah, the thing is, he's blaming us for the Rite's ending, but apart from winning, we really aren't, like, screwing anything up, probably.
You prevailed in the liberation against the Chastity. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Tizo, who returned to the Commonwealth.
He's a venerable drive imp, and quite probably the first of his kind to leave the downside. He's gone to the Commonwealth after, yeah.
You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this.
It never grows easier having to say farewell to one of our own.
We shall make do without him here. You wonder who, if anyone among you, shall be the next to go.
Our plan approaches a key turning point. Let us ensure it soon comes to fruition, not only for ourselves here, but for our companions and our loved ones in the Commonwealth. So it's at a 77%. But we have little time now for reflection into this. Look yonder, reader. The stars demand we go already. Let us help them usher in the end of all this.
You turn your attention to the glimmer of the stars. Their current rate of disappearance suggests that another liberation rite shall be coming very soon. The few remaining stars still shine for you.
Find your way among them.
Hope, the Midnight Star, Engol, the South Star, Kaelmer, the Rogue Star. Who are we to face?
Okay.
Oh, him again.
Yeah, so we can go up against the Deluge and pummel them.
Him and him.
Yeah. So...
Oh gosh.
We should probably go up against the Pyre Hearts.
To get rid of them so that the essence can advance?
Because I don't know when we're gonna go up against Oralek, there we go. But I don't feel like fighting against the Pyre Hearts in all of this.
Oh, this arena again?
Yeah, the Imp Arena. That's the other reason why I want to go back. It's my favorite arena.
Now, the stars did bid you to return to the Isle of Kaelmer, where you shall stand against the Pyre Hearts once again. Your adversary, Sir Deluge, likely knows the cycle of the rites is drawing to a close. His last remaining chance to earn the favor of the scribes and then regain his freedom likely hinges on the outcome of this next rite. The cycle of the rites is soon to end, the exiles at the downside striving to be free. Your adversaries, your companions, even you yourself, are running out of time.
Let's see.
So this is Transistor.
Yeah.
On history, in the words of Transistor, the Blessed Born. This book cannot accompany you. If you should earn your freedom, it is to remain here for your successors, for it is bound together inextricably with us. There is no sorcery, however, to prohibit you from spreading forth its teachings. We charge you to go forth and to share what you have learned along your path. Reveal not to the rites themselves, nor the existence of this book. Transcend its bounded limitations, for it cannot be transcribed. Any such attempt shall fail. Beware of those who would dare to read it on the other side. Under their guise of seeking wisdom may yet lurk a much darker desire to undo that which we strive to do. But isn't she essentially talking about what we are going to be using? Huh. Now what does Faye say, considering Tizo's gone? In spite of the late hour, you find Faye minding her own business in the wagon and talking to herself, or rather, to the wagon walls. But most of all, I think I'm going to miss his little chirping sounds. He woke me up with them sometimes. He kept waking me up. He sure was a good friend to us both, right, little brother? Why, you knew him even better than I did. Much better, I should think. So, you must really miss him too. spreads her arm against the wall. Oh, she's like hugging it. I understand. I understand. I do. I do. Those drive imps up there? They seem very sad about this too. Or maybe some are happy. I don't know. More food for them to share. And they liked food. Tizo sure liked food. I wonder if he'll like the food at home. It's very different, right? And so, maybe he won't? But he eats almost anything. Oh, this must be so exciting for him. And I know the scribes. They shall be watching over him still. I think maybe they love him best of all? I cannot wait to hear what he thinks of it all. And I think for sure that he will help with Mr. Sandalwood's big plan. That's the great thing about Tizo, little brother. No matter where he goes, he always helps. He always helps. She bounds off without acknowledging your presence in the least. You sense that she has found some peace despite now being separated from her little friend Tizo. You hope by now that he has found safe passage in the Commonwealth.
You know what I don't like about this game?
Yeah?
They've created these, like, fun, cool characters, and
I
then...
feel really bad for her. Like, she should...
Losing a friend, yeah. So... They've created this wonderful, interesting cast of characters, and then forced you to get rid of them slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, I'm disappointed, because the last two Supergiant games barely had any characters at all. That were interesting, yeah, but you barely got to know them. This one, you also barely get to know them, but you get to know them more so that you really miss them when they're gone.
And they're also, it's just such a colorful cast of characters,
It is.
too.
And I actually really wish they had... I hope that whatever they make next follows this trend of having a larger cast of characters, but you don't get rid of them over the course of the game so you can actually, like, get to know them better and see them interact. Because, like, the original 3, I almost immediately just got rid of Hedwyn. And poof, gone. There goes all of that, like, character development and stuff. That's a bit of a shame.
At the same time, he was sort of the...
He was definitely the lesser, least interesting.
He had someone that he loved back home, and we felt bad for him.
But, like, I don't know. I'd still like to play a Supergiant game where you're not getting rid of cast members.
At dawn, your companions are prepared to depart. Everyone is silent. Your travels are to take you back to the Isle of Kaelmer. But soon after, the stars shall draw you here again.
Right, I can sprint.
Whee!
Yeah, not much left. Again, we return to the Isle of Kaelmer, hidden in this storm. I've met very few who know of it at all, much less have walked upon its stones and sands. The disconcerting tales of the demise of Kaelmer Ropecaller met his end there on that isle. The imps that swarm and breed across the place today seem to not to mind. Having paid witness to the rites firsthand, they have become rather obsessed with it. I sometimes wonder if it's more difficult to conduct the rites with such a boisterous audience. May the Pyre hearts find their way shortly, so that the imps may have their contests they desire.
Oh, so they have not arrived. Oh, you have Sharp Shoal or the Reef to go to.
Okay. Teaming with fish or restful current. Let's go fish. Fish!
But Tiza won't be able to fish for fish.
No. Fish for denizens of the deep. Yeah, no one to talk to.
With your remaining time this day, you set your mind to the ancient art of fishing as you drift among the murky waters of Sharp Shoal. You still have nothing to show for your efforts today, however, when Bertrude approaches to check in on you.
Thou art most patient, we can see. We wish thee fortune.
Just then, your lures ring. Moments later, one of the slippery denizens is in your grasp. You thank Bertrude for her contribution. You caught a dungfish. Reader 2, fish 0.
Dungfish! Ew. A limbless, cold-blooded creature caught out at sea.
Relish your victory! And Todd.
I don't want to relish a dungfish.
Why is it called a dungfish?
I don't know.
You notice Bertrude studying the Beyonder crystal. She sets it down as you approach.
The mouthy wraith rebuketh our attempt to summon her. She insisteth that we are too young to understand. No.
She must be referring to Sandra. It seems that Bertrude may be able to invoke her.
Stubborn, that one. Possessing of an ancient understanding, olden ways, and olden times. Many centuries of history, knowledge of the 8 scribes themselves, held captive here within that green-tinged stone, within that wraith's own memories. Would that we could extract them in some way. Perhaps thou wouldest induce the wraith's obedience, reading one, for she heedeth not. She claimeth obligations unto only thee.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen her smile.
Yeah, she's quite curious about what's within, but at the same time, Sandra has been sad.
Yeah, well, Sandra's pissed off because we're going to leave her soon. Mm-hmm. Presumably.
So she wants you to talk with her.
Although... No.
She stops and thinks, very carefully. The Beyonder crystal is not to be tampered with. Your fellow exiles know that its use is at your sole discretion. She backs away from you, still thinking to herself.
Ignorest thee our inquiries about this reading one. Our reasoning has taken us elsewhere. Her refusal to cooperate is like to be an ancient warning of some sort. No, 'tis possible that others of the southern bogs know something of her, but we shall not be tampering further with such sorceries ourselves. That the wraith refuseth to cooperate suggesteth her predicament is suitably deserved.
She heads out in a huff, but just as the air grows still and quiet, you sense something from the Beyonder crystal. Mouthy wraith, she says. Can you believe it, reader? Ah, to be so young and foolish again. Sandra the Unseeing laughs to herself. Your proximity to the Beyonder crystal must have been sufficient to invoke her, in this case. That crone of yours is far too curious, I think. But it appears that even she has learned her lesson in this case. Thank the stars. I am beholden to no more than one among you Nightwings at a time. And, thank the stars, that happens to be you, rather than her. And if that crone attempts to lay her fingers on my Beyonder crystal again, I shall just have to torment her dreams till she's my age. Do feel free to mention that, if it comes up. Now, farewell. You know where to find me, lovely reader. She vanishes. It seems that Sandra proved resistant to Bertrude's tampering. If so much history is trapped within the Beyonder crystal, there it shall remain for this foreseeable future.
Can we talk to her?
Something else?
No.
Yep.
Can't ask what's on her mind. Okay, well, off we go. I was honestly curious if we actually had that much left. Of course we did. This game is very wordy. Whoa, that was a weird double back.
Doop doop doop. Oh, and trundling along. Anything useful?
Hey guys, I noticed that your little impal, he ain't with you anymore. Is he okay? I heard the wildest thing, that he somehow got out of here, back to the other side. I'm like, why would an imp want that?
Alright, so we get more snuff.
You mean Stardust, which you haven't used.
I haven't used any of my Stardust. I'm not really sure what to use it on.
that fish? Fish?
What are these mushrooms?
Well, we get one after each Rite. Stardust. Yeah, the problem is...
Now, Tizo.
Yeah, what do we even upgrade? I was kind of really hoping I could, like, upgrade one of these. Oh.
What's the leech?
This? After banishing an adversary, the bearer has a chance to instantly recover all stamina. Not really that useful.
Well, the dealing bonus damage is pretty cool.
Yeah, kind of.
That's only usable by Rookie.
Yeah, which we're never gonna New Game Plus. I could level up the lucrative contract. Yeah. The problem is we don't have anything to buy. Or really care about. The only one that might be worth it is actually the Thorn Knot. When aura casting raises the bearer's maximum range by 8%. You know what? I'm gonna pick that up. And this.
Okay, and you're gonna boost it? See what happens?
It's actually not as significant as I thought it was going to be. I was hoping I could, like, double, I was hoping I could double Bertrude's range.
They're leaving, Dad. Just look at how much we got this time.
Well, nothing in there. Commence the Rite.
You stand before the bizarre outcroppings of the Isle of Kaelmer. The sky darkens, and, in the distance, you hear the sound of gibbering creatures growing louder. The sound of it is unnerving enough that your fellow exiles remain quiet, their eyes affixed to the stars above. Soon, something in the sky above begins to stir.
I'm trying to remember what, what's-his-face's voice sounded like.
Sort of whiny and sputtery.
Yeah. I could turn up the difficulty a bit if we wanted to. Probably shouldn't, though.
It depends on what negative effect you'd be willing to live with.
I don't really care that much. That's the other thing. I just want to be done with this game. The gameplay is fun, but the story is really why I played this.
Yeah, if it weren't for like the battles in between, it would make a really good visual novel or something.
Oh yeah.